Hello, hello, EnteiTainment here. My name is Daniel, welcoming you to the opening match of Season 4 of the CSL, where myself and the Syracuse Sylveons will be taking on Damonster and his Houston Haunters. I'm going to quickly go through the team building process for you guys so that you sort of understand my decisions when I was making the team. So if you are not familiar with my team, I have Mega Blastoise, Excadrill, Celebi, Infernape, Greninja, Quillfish, Rhyperior, Sneasel, Lantern, Gourgeist, and Noivern, whereas he has Mega Altaria, Talonflame, Raikou, Milotic, Fortress, Virizion, Sigilyph, Clawitzer, the Hexagon Tank, Rhydon, and Rotom Frost. So I was looking at his team, and I thought that the Rotom Frost is going to be a bit of an issue, as well as potentially the Raikou, just because it's so fast. And then I thought I might have some trouble actually breaking through that Milotic, just because I don't really have like powerful electric or grass moves on my team unless I want to set up with Celebi. So I could foresee a Milotic being a bit of an issue, but that's about all the thought I have for this. I will say I'm not the most prepared for this, but we're on a bit of a schedule because my opponent has a pretty chaotic life right now for this coming week, and we just have to sort of get it done. So I did prepare. I feel ready, but maybe not as prepared as I normally am. But anyways, we have this Celebi here with Nasty Plot, Giga Drain, Psychic, and Recover. I'm just running max special attack, max HP. This hopefully will be able to kill a lot of stuff on his team, and the stuff that does outspeed me doesn't generally hurt me. Celebi obviously can't do anything until that Talonflame is dead, and it might be a good idea to try to kill his Raikou as well, just because a Shadow Ball from a Specs Raikou is definitely going to hurt Celebi, even if I'm max HP like I am. I'm running Yachi Berry just because his Rotom Frost, if he's like Choice Scarfed, might be able to do a good amount of damage to me with a Blizzard if he connects, so I want to run the Yachi Berry just in case he brings that Rotom. I could bring Leftovers, but I have Giga Drain and Recover, so I don't know if Leftovers will really be that necessary, and I would rather have some security against a random Ice move or Blizzard. We have our Rocker Rhyperior. Now this thing, hopefully we'll be able to set up the Sandstorm for Excadrill, because I don't have a Pokemon that sets up Sand on this team, so I don't think he'll be expecting a Sandrush Excadrill, and I'll go into the Sandrush Excadrill later, but that thing can do a lot of work on this team. I think I can hit everything on his team neutrally, so if I can get Excadrill in the Sand, I might put a really large dent in his team. But yeah, Stealth Rock, Fire Punch, Stone Edge, and Sandstorm. This is sort of to counter his lead of Fortress if he chooses to do that. That's why I have Fire Punch, and I elected for Stone Edge just because I have EQ on the Excadrill. So I didn't really think I needed another EQer, and I'm just running max attack, max HP to be able to kill Fortress, as well as have a pretty good amount of bulk. Obviously this thing will get scared out by any of his special attackers, but it's still a pretty solid Pokemon. I have this Quillfish here, just max defense, because it shuts down a lot of his team. It shuts down his Mega Altaria, his Virizion, his Talonflame, and just most of his physical threats. I don't have reliable recovery, which is why I'm using Pain Split. I'm hoping it does me well. I have Poison Jab for the Altaria, Waterfall for the Talonflame, and just Thunder Wave. I didn't even realize Quillfish got Thunder Wave, so maybe he won't know that either, and it will let me cripple faster stuff such as Talonflame. Not the Raikou, obviously, but it's always nice to get Thunder Waves on stuff. And I'm running Intimidate. This is sort of like the Gyarados set, how it would run, just obviously with different moves and typing. This is my Sand Rushing Excadrill, just with Life Orb, kind of the basic thing, with Earthquake, Rock Slide, Iron Head, and Aerial Ace. Aerial Ace is for his Virizion, which I couldn't really hit if I didn't have it, but this should give me really nice coverage against his whole team, and I might be able to pull off some kind of sweep with it, especially because I'm going to have 6 turns with... 6 turns? 8 turns. Whoa, geez. Okay, so I'm going to have 8 turns with Smooth Rock, which is really, really nice. I'm just bringing Bulky Blastoise with Rapid Spin, Water Pulse, Ice Beam, and Toxic. I considered running Scald, but I think I want the damage of Water Pulse instead. This is mostly for his Rhydon, because at this point in the game I had a lot of ground weaknesses and not really a way to handle his Rhydon, so this should be able to switch into Rhydon and KO. Maybe not Oko, because Rhydon is really, really fat, but Water Pulse does more than Scald would, so I think Water Pulse is better for me. And then I can try to stall out my Lodic as well with Toxic, even though that'll trigger his Marvel Scale or whatever the heck it is. And then finally we have Gorgeist with Will-O-Wisp, Leech Seed, Substitute, and Phantom Force. This is really similar to the Trevenant I used to bring, except he has Frisk instead, which will let me pick up on what items he's running. It should be able to handle his Milotic fairly well, so it's sort of another answer to Milotic, but it also will be able to take hits from Clawitzer, potentially Rotom, although I don't really think I want to take a Blizzard from Rotom. But anyways, that's the team. I'm not sure what he's going to bring. I'm kind of expecting Rotom as well as Altaria, Talonflame, and Raikou, and probably Milotic and Fortress, and maybe Rhydon. I'm not sure. I don't think he'd bring Rhydon and Fortress, but I guess we'll see. He could potentially bring Sigilyph, but I don't really know. Anyways, we're gonna not select this team. We're gonna select this team. Let me check the EVs really quick though. Yeah, we're good, so I'm gonna go ahead and accept and let week 1 commence. So he actually does bring the Virizion. We don't see the Rhydon, so that's good for me. Let me get some water already, I'm sorry. Give him the old good luck, have fun. So this is kind of the team I was expecting. It looks like he doesn't actually have hazard removal, which I did notice. I mean, except for his Fortress, obviously. He doesn't have really a way to get rid of hazards aside from that thing, so I think Rhyperior should be a pretty good lead for me. It's doubtful he just leads Milotic or Clawitzer, I think. And I can actually take Grass Moves from Virizion if he wants to lead with that, so... and obviously I want to get damage on that Talonflame, so he does lead with the Raikou. This thing should be scared out by me, I assume. He could go Milotic or into his Fortress, I'm not really sure. He can't Volt Switch on me, obviously. He does not have Aura Sphere because he's not shiny, so I don't want to take a Shadow Ball because I'm not really especially defensive, but I just want to set up my rocks, really. So I'm going to do that. If this thing goes down, I won't be able to set up the Sand for Excadrill, unfortunately, but Mold Breaker wasn't going to help me this battle anyways, so it's just sort of a risk I was willing to take, not having Mold Breaker and also not having guaranteed Sand. It should work out okay for me. I guess the only way it would have benefited is if I was able to Oko that Fortress through his Sturdy, but I don't think Excadrill gets a move that will actually be able to do that, and I don't have Swords Dance or anything, so that would have been pretty unlikely. So yeah, I guess he's thinking about what to switch into here. Maybe he wasn't expecting me to lead with Rhyperior. I don't know what he would have been expecting then. Maybe Toxic Spike stacking Quillfish, perhaps he was predicting, I don't know. Or he just wanted to get Volt Switch initiative, but considering I have 2 ground types on my team, I don't know. Sort of a strange choice of lead. I was expecting Fortress just because whenever you see a Fortress, it tends to lead and set up spikes and stuff. So he goes into the Clawitzer. I don't think I can take this. I'm considering just going for my Sand here. But really the Fortress is the issue. The Fortress is what's stopping Excadrill right now. That should be... if he's max defense... that doesn't do it the most, so that'll waste 3 turns of Sand for me if he's max defense. And this isn't even the same nature, so... yeah. I don't know, this thing gets Dark Pulse, so Gorgeist isn't the safest switch in the world. So I kind of want to just stay in. Well, it is after Rocks. Should I count for Rocks? No, it's still guaranteed if he has lefties. Interesting. I could go for EQ here and just do a lot to this thing. If he's like Specs, yeah, Everest. Water Pulse, so that'll obviously kill me. Actually, I don't know why I said it wouldn't kill me. That does approximately way too much. So I could go into Blastoise, but I can't do anything back to him, and I'm physically defensive, not specially defensive. Could go into Celebi, but again, he has Dark Pulse. Let me go to water. I want to see what kind of player he is, honestly. See if he like predicts my switch and goes for Dark Pulse or something. So I really don't like going into Blastoise here, I will admit. Actually, Quillfish does what? Quillfish stops his Virizion. I do have Gourgeist though. Quillfish stops his Talonflame. I have Rhyperior. Quillfish is looking relatively expendable, so I'm just going to switch him in here and see what he goes for. So he just goes for Scald. That's okay. Hopefully he doesn't get the burn, as he does not. I feel like he'll go into Fortress here. So... right? What else? No, he could go into his Raikou, I suppose. I think Waterfall is still my best play. I don't want to be like T-waving his Fortress or his Raikou, so like I don't want his Gyro Balls doing any more than they do right now. So he does reveal the leftovers. He's gonna try to spin here more than likely. So I can block that with Gourgeist. See if he sets up his rocks. He actually goes for Volt Switch. Okay, so that was a good play in his part. He'll get the free switch into Talonflame. I was expecting either Hazards there or for him to try to spin because he has Talonflame, but if he sends it out now, he'll take 50%, so I'm okay with that. He could also go back into Clawitzer. I want to try to figure out what that was. What is that Clawitzer? Scald. Scald to Quillfish. Quillfish. Whoa. What? Wait. How much did that do? 26? Hold on. I'm probably messing something up here. I'm max defense. Yeah. Clawitzer. Hello? Is this like a physical Clawitzer? Wait, okay, what is going on here? What? Is he running like a weird hidden power? No, even that's not. What? Why did that not do anything? Hold on, what are you? I'm moderately scared right now. I'm gonna go for Leech Seed though. He does have the Dark Pulse. That doesn't do a lot to me. It actually won't be a 2-hit KO after the Leech Seed. I can go for... what's my best? Probably Phantom Force is my best play. Yeah, because then I'll get 2 turns of Leech Seed. He'll switch though. What would he switch into a Phantom Force? His Excadrill? That's okay, I'm okay with that. U-turn! Okay, hold on. What is going on? He goes into the Bravest Bird, but unfortunately for him I went for the Phantom Force. I don't know if this will kill. He will, if he has Roost, he'll go for it here. And that will out-prioritize my Phantom Force. I mean, he's faster anyways, even if he didn't have Gale Wings, it would still be before my Gourgeist over here. I elected on Gourgeist Super. I don't know if I said at the beginning, but this is the highest attack, lowest speed Gourgeist, I think, unless I misunderstood something. So he does go for the Roost. As we see, that does around half. He'll probably Roost again, but I don't really want this thing to die. So I think Quillfish is fine. He could Roost again, which would be a good play, but if he doesn't, then I'll be in a pretty good spot. So he does go for the Roost again, that's fine. He's at minus attack. I don't think he'll be staying in. I can go for Waterfall again, just continuing to whittle this Fortress. He actually goes into his Raikou instead. That's fine. That does wow, it does a lot actually. So here, I'm just gonna go into Rhyperior. I'm not gonna think about it. If he's Specs, I'll definitely get 2-hit KO'd by Shadow Ball, but oh, wow. Okay. Is this, what is, this thing does have damage on it, so I could go for Sandstorm. He's not gonna stay in though. So I feel like just going for Stone Edge. I really want to get up this sand. Alright, I'm gonna go for Sandstorm. We'll see what he switches out into. It's the Talonflame. I guess he was predicting EQ. That's really weird though, because Talonflame shouldn't be able to do anything to me. So that's a really strange switch. Oh, I don't have EQ though. He's gonna lose his flying typing and I won't be able to hit him. At least not 4 times effectively. I don't know, this should still kill. Solar Beam. Well, that is one thing I was not expecting, I will say right now. But yeah, the sand actually helped me a lot. Obviously, I was not expecting that at all. Does sand reduce the damage of Solar Beam? I thought it just like would have made it take longer to... It doesn't say. I don't know. I thought maybe it does. I mean, clearly it must. That did 0 damage to me. I'll just let this go down, I guess. Try to get a Stone Edge off on this Milotic. Or I could... No, I'm just gonna let this go down. I'll actually probably go into Celebi from here, since... But I want to get my turns with Sandrush. Milotic is not the greatest thing to be in against, though, with Excadrill. Obviously. Especially if he's defensive. It does a lot. Skull does a lot back to me, but it does a lot. So... Because the Talonflame is dead now, so Celebi kind of can wreak some havoc here. I don't think Raikou can kill me. And that's like the only thing stopping me right now, because that's not Scarfed, Clawitzer, and Fortress can't touch me. So we're going to go into Celebi. He could Dragon Tail me, I didn't consider that. So that would suck. Hopefully he doesn't Dragon Tail me or like freeze me with Ice Beam, because that would be bad. I'm going to get a sip of water. But he switches out into his Fortress. I don't think this, I mean this thing gets bug moves, I think. I think it's like Bug Bite or something. So he could have that, but his attack stat is so minimal. Yeah, he'll take my berry though. Ooh, that's lame. It's whatever, I'll go for Psychic. As we see, that does well over half. He goes for the Volt Switch, and I don't think he can beat me. Because if he has HP Ice on his Raikou, I'll be able to take that. Virizion gets coverage to hit me, but I was calcing it before, and Shadow Claw shouldn't do a lot to me, since I am max HP, unless he's like banded max attack. Virizion, we'll say Sword Dance. Shadow Claw, yeah. So, well, this is max. Oh wait, no, this is me. Yeah, so that, wow, that actually does nothing. Why is it? Okay, well, yeah, that does 0, so unless he's like banded adamant, I should be okay. And even then, wow, is that legit? It's insane. Yeah, wow, okay, never mind. He does go into the Virizion, maybe he does have Shadow Claw, I don't know. I'm just gonna go for Psychic here. Oh yeah, right, X's are true. Okay, well, I managed to take him out, so that's okay. Yeah, true, I actually forgot about that. Man, I saw that too when I was team building. That's unfortunate. It's all good though. This thing will go down. Excadrill will have 2 more turns. I can kill Fortress and probably the Milotic. I think he has to go into Raikou here because nothing else will outspeed me. And I can try to click recover and hope he's like a slow Raikou, but he won't be. And then I can go into Excadrill. I have 2 more turns of sand. I will be able to kill this thing and put a pretty good dent in his Milotic if he chooses to go into that. He just sacks his Excadrill, which is fine. And oh, I miscounted the turns too. Jesus, what is going on? Let me get some water. So that, man, I totally forgot about X-Scissor. I guess I would have done the same thing though. I would have just stayed in and took it because I was +2. I didn't really want to switch out. But I don't know, if the Virizion had died, it would have just been over. So sorry about that notification. If the Virizion had died, Celebi could have come back and probably won the game. I don't know, because Milotic obviously gets baited out by this thing. He goes into his Clawitzer, which is like a mixed Clawitzer. So we know that Gorgeous can't take 2, but Quillfish is pretty useless at this point. So I'm going to go into Quillfish. Excadrill will kill Raikou for me, as well as hopefully his Milotic. I don't really want to stall out his Milotic, but that might be what ends up happening. That does a ton of damage, but we live it, and I can go for Pain Split. He shouldn't go into his Raikou, I don't think. He can't risk losing his Raikou. But Pain Split won't even get me won't get me back that much HP, I don't think. Milotic has a higher HP stat than me, I'm pretty sure. 95? Maybe he doesn't. Oh, okay, obviously he does. Okay. I really don't want to risk him going into Raikou randomly, though. So I'm going to go for Poison Jab, as he chooses just to stay in. That does absolutely nothing. And he gets the roll on the Dark Pulse, so that's pretty tragic. But, you know, what can you do? He won't outspeed Excadrill. He might have... Wait, he won't outspeed Excadrill. Why did I switch? You're not Scarfed, right? Oh, I might have just misplayed. I just assumed he would be faster if he sent it in like that. Whoops. Huh. Yeah, I don't know. You're not Scarfed, because you went for like U-turn, right? Hold the phone. Where is this thing? Dark Pulse, U-turn. Yeah, you're not Scarfed. Okay, we're gonna go back into this. I don't know why. I just had a brain fart, I guess. Because you're not faster than me. You might Aqua Jet me. I guess you have Aqua Jet, but that's fine. I don't care. I don't think I can really take a hit from Milotic anyways, so I don't really feel like I should be conserving HP. Plus he's negative attacks, so we do take him out with the EQ. I'll get another sip of water. I wonder why he chose to bring a mixed Clawitzer. It's odd. Also don't know why I switched out. I should have looked at the speed, but whatever. I still need this for Raikou, so I'm gonna let... Well, if I don't get burned though, can he kill me? Milotic... 80? You can basically kill me, and Earthquake won't KO you back, so I'm gonna go into my Donatello here. Just try to get a Toxic, I guess. He'll probably... He might go into his Raikou, I don't know. He might also just try to stall me out. This actually might be kind of close, just because I don't really have a way to kill this Milotic. Okay, well he lets me get the Toxic on him, so that's good at least. Gorgeous will have a easier time stalling this thing than Blastoise will, so I'll go into it, go for his Seed, and hopefully not get burned. Yes, I do, but that's okay. That's whatever. I'll just go for the Leech Seed, I guess. Raikou can't be switching into rocks too much more. He does get the Ice Beam off on me, but I do have lefties, and the good old Leech Seed I could go into Blastoise now, but there's really no need to save this thing, I don't think. So we're just gonna stay in and go for Phantom Force. Maybe he's thinking about switching. Ah, he is thinking about switching. Why you do this? Okay, well he switched. I don't know if a burned Phantom Force will kill from here. He just wanted to get the seed off. Okay, that makes sense. He is forced to go for recovery here, though. So unless he wants to do that again, that doesn't... that was not okay. I did not like that at all. Alright, so that ended up working out for him. That really sucks, though. That is very unfortunate. Alright, well, I can try to stall him out with this. His Raikou can't take a Water Pulse, so there's that. I don't have a move to hit him, but I might confuse him, I don't know. That really sucks that I missed the seed there, though. It would have made it easier to whittle him, obviously, and then Donatello would have been recovering some HP. It would have been much better. And the crit, good lord. Alright, maybe we'll get it confused here. Hey! Hey! This has been like the haxiest final turns of any match of my life. I think we're okay here. Because Toxic is obviously going to be taking its toll. I do outspeed with Excadrill. I should be able to take a Shadow Ball, I hope. So that's that. I could go into Excadrill here. Is that good for me? Because he has to recover. He's going to try to recover Stalling. No, that's dumb. Never mind. Okay, we're going to stay in. We're just going to go for another Water Pulse as he keeps breaking through, so that's really unfortunate. So this is going to come to if Excadrill can take a Shadow Ball, basically, after Life Orb Recoil. Jesus! Come on! I've never broken through 3 Confusions in my entire life. I can pretty much say, without fear of contradiction. But, we are going to kill this thing with a freaking Earthquake. Unless he's... No, there's no way. You're dying to this. And then... hopefully we kill the Raikou. I'm going to get a Super Water. I feel like I could have played that a lot cleaner. Wow, he actually doesn't die. If you break through again... My lord. That was the worst thing I've ever seen. That was not okay. I just got completely hacked at the end there. I missed the seed, and he broke through 3 times for 3 recovers. That sucks. But, it's okay. That's Pokemon, I suppose. I probably... How could I have done that differently? I knew that Milotic was going to be an issue. I just thought that Celebi would be able to break through it. I guess letting Celebi take that X-Scissor wasn't the best idea. I should have known he had it when he sent it in on Celebi. I'm not jolly. I think I also low-rolled him. It's just all bad. How much did that do? 43? I really don't understand how that just happened. I guess, what, is it Impish? Are you Impish? No, how did that... I don't know, dude. That's ridiculous. How did he just live that? Do I not have my Life Orb? No, I do. I'm really confused as to how he lived that. I'm gonna be honest. I don't really understand that at all. Hang on. Because this does min 50, which is what I was banking on. I just got 43%. This is a max HP, max defense Milotic. Bold, I think, is the right nature. Marvel Scale. What does Marvel Scale boost? I thought it boosted his special defense. Oh, it boosts his defense, doesn't it? Yeah. Crap. So if he's toxic, badly poisoned. So he, wow, okay, so he wasn't even full defense. I don't know what just happened. The Marvel scale let you take that. But he would have been dead if he had hit himself or if I had landed Leech Seed. And then I don't know what kind of Raikou he is, but you can see that Shadow Ball won't kill me. Even after Life Orb recoil. Oh my god, that sucks. Oh, not gonna lie, that is a bit of a bummer. Man, I try not to get too hung up on hacks, but those were like the most tragic final turns I've ever seen in my life, because that was like a guaranteed win, I feel. Because I confused him, which was lucky for me, but I had missed my seed, and then he broke through 3 times to get a recover off. So that's crazy. That is a well-trained Milotic. I'm gonna ask him if he suspects Raikou. I guess the Sandstream didn't exactly work. Yeah. So there was no way he was going to win that if he didn't break through. Oh, you have HP fighting. Do you? If you're maybe... Yeah. No. You were not killing me with anything. God, that sucks. But that's alright. The Syracuse Sylveons are going to be 0-1 going into the first week, so that sucks, but we will be coming back against someone. I don't have it up. Hang on, I'm gonna black out the screen again, sorry. Alright, so next week we are going against the Saugatuck Sandslashes, who you may remember from last season, Classy Zoroark. I think we played him. Pretty sure we played him in the semis or something. I don't remember. I think we played him, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, we're going up against him. He's in our division. We have a really actually tough division because Classy's pretty good and BC Lions is pretty good, and Swablu can pull off some crazy stuff as well. So this is a pretty rough division, and starting it off with a Haxie loss is not the best confidence booster, but we'll be back. I don't know when it's due, when the next battle's due, but it probably will be a while though, because this match isn't even due till the 13th, and then it's going to be a week after that, so probably not for a while will week 2 actually be uploaded to my channel, but I'm going to try to get better at uploading the playthrough of Pokemon XD, and then I'm going to try to be bringing back that PU series, so there's that, and just thank you guys very much for watching. I'm sorry if I got a little depressed at the end. I just... brutal. Thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like if you did or dislike if you didn't, and feel free to let me know why either way down in the comment section. You can also leave any questions or concerns down there, and I will make sure to get back to you as soon as possible. And as always, enjoy the rest of your Monday. This has been Daniel and EnteiTainment out. Like, what does he have to hit me super effectively? I'm gonna click Earthquake here. Maybe he goes into Rampardos or something. He does! Oh! No, sir. I don't think so. Not today.